Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Let's touch on United because I hate to break it to everyone. If you're saying City are in a title race, United are in a title race.
1 point behind.
Yeah.
They're 1 point behind Man City.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise until I checked the table. I was like, whoa, hang on. How have they been giving City this much stick?
Ten Hag.
Yeah.
No Ronaldo.
Man. He's
Rashford. How's he turned it around?
Casemiro.
Yeah. It's a big help. Casemiro is a massive help. I think in the same way that Arteta did, he came in, had a squad of players that he couldn't really play the way he wanted to play. Start of the season, obviously started terribly without Casemiro. Started playing pragmatic football. They still don't play the way that Ten Hag normally plays, but he's using the players he's got, and he has exactly what Arteta did. And I also just think like there's a togetherness about that team. The things with Arsenal, Newcastle, United now, you look at them, it's all about a team. It's a team performance every time, and I think that makes a difference over.
If you said at the start of the season, United who have Wan-Bissaka at right back, Luke Shaw at centre back, Malacia at left back, Bruno Fernandes playing on the right hand side with Martial up top. It's good Martial up because he's actually a bit bad, isn't he? I don't really think he's
I think he's good.
With injury.
Yeah, I think he's just made a glass.
He's just that's what I'm saying though. He's got no consistency to his game. But if you said that, you'd think, wow, United are in trouble. But actually, they're just flying.
Yeah,
they actually just they're playing really well. They seem quite set up very well.
Yeah, they've improved defensively.
Yeah.
The one thing in common about the 4 top teams in the Premier League at the moment are defensively brilliant.
Yeah.
You've got a DM in Bruno, Rodri, Casemiro and Partey, who I've done 5 fingers there, I don't know why, who are all absolutely brilliant at what they do and allow players further forward to just have freedom to be expressive.
But we say that, but the first half of that City United game, it was all over the place. There were so many stray passes and it was just messy. It was lacking a lot of quality.
Yeah, that was not a good derby.
No.
It was not a good derby. Well, the end point was. It was limbs at the end.
I actually thought United were better in the first half. If they were going to win the game, I thought it needed to happen in the first half. They play better with Martial at front, even if he's not scoring, because he links up the play.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, like when City went 1-0 up, I was like, frustrated, because it was like United could have actually got something. And then obviously
should that goal have stood?
No.
Bruno's goal.
Well, the letter of the law...
Don't you dare sit on the fence.
No. I'm 100% offside. But the letter of the law, even the PMGOL or whatever they're called.
Is that what
they're called?
Yeah.
They've said it's not offside.
They have. This is what doesn't make sense. Yeah. So the law is like you have to touch the ball.
Yeah.
So why do people keep saying
body interfered or touch a player?
No, there's like 5 different things. It's like did they block a defender's vision?
Which they did.
Vision, which technically they did. Like they've tried to make it so that it's literally yes or no instead of the referee's interpretation.
Yeah.
But it's just it
so
makes
obvious.
It ridiculous.
That is the most obvious offside ever. He goes for the ball.
100%.
He goes for the ball.
You see in the edits where Rashford's not there and Akanji's like right next to the ball.
It's just ridiculous. It doesn't.
Well, the liner gave it.
The liner gave it.
The liner's obviously very good at what he does if he's a liner that's in the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
So think how many times there are offsides called for like the ball go over the top. Yeah, the guy starts running to it. He'll stop running and they'll call it offside. He hasn't touched the ball. Yeah. He's not interfered with play. He'll call it offside. Why is it that if there's a goal, they're like, you know what? Yeah, that's actually not offside. It's so beyond me. I don't get it.
It's not even a Akanji for me. It's Walker's chasing back, right? And instead of cutting off Bruno, which he would have done if Rashford wasn't there, he straightens his run to cover Rashford taking it past Ederson. And then also Ederson comes out expecting, again, Rashford to either go past him. All of his weight's going one way.
Yeah.
And then, but if he'd known that Bruno was there, A, he'd have come out and cleared it anyway. And B, even the shot, he'd have been ready to go the other way. So I'm just like, there's no way that can stand. And then PJML will come out and say, oh, well, it's the letter of the law. That's like, it's the equivalent of when they go, oh, we'll get the opinions of Peter Walton.
Yeah.
That will,
pointless.
Yeah. He's never going to go.
It's just like, I think Fergie sent him a text. I honestly do. I think, we saw him in the crowd.
Yeah, we did.
He was there. He was chilling. He was vibing. He sent a text to VAR.
Asleep, but
Fergie does Fergie stuff. We all like him, really. But like, the line scored offside. Ref said, no, it's offside. And the VAR bottled overruling the ref.
Well,
it does. I will never understand it.
The issue isn't the result. The issue is the rule in itself. I think the rule's wrong.
Yeah, they've tied up the referees and VAR with the rules into a position where even in their head they're like,
There's no nuance. There's no nuance.
So
They can't be like, well, I know that looks offside.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do you know how to do this?
It's your common sense rule.
Common sense rule.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring it back.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. The common sense rule needs to be part of football, because if you had common sense referee, you would know that's offside.
And generally, the only people arguing whether that should have stood are official referees that are in the system and Man United fans.
Yeah.
If the entire football scene of neutrals...
because they're not.
Well, Gary Neville's an Arsenal fan. So
Gary Neville's saying, look, as a fan, fucking love it. As a pundit, that's embarrassing.
yeah.
He was literally saying that should not have scored. But then as soon as Bruno scores that goal, everyone knows United go on to win that game.
Our whole game changes.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, if United are in a title race, and I don't think it will happen, if United win the title, you look back at Arsenal at Old Trafford, got that awful decision on the Martinelli goal.
Yeah,
and then City at Old Trafford get an awful decision. And it's like, well, if that ends up tipping the title race, that's two massive decisions.
Big moments decide big games, decide big titles.
Yeah.
And if the officials are getting them wrong...
But when you win the league by 8 points, it doesn't really...
Yeah, if we go on to win it and trounce the rest of the league, then it doesn't matter. It's just a...
But it could be. It could be the. But
it will only ever be in hindsight, right?
But decisions like that can relegate teams.
They can.
Do you know? It's actually quite a big deal.
Yeah,
it can make teams go bust.
Yeah, have you seen like the butterfly theory guy on TikTok?
Yeah,
it's like the football butterfly theory.
Yeah,
where one time someone stopped it from being a goal against Bournemouth or something, then Nathan Ake got relegated and then got signed to Manchester City, and then he was part of the Champions League team that got Havertz to score against them. Yeah, it's great. There's some crazy stuff from like one single event.
There was the Neil Maupay injured Leno.
Yes, of course.
Forced Argentina to win the World Cup.
It's also just facts.
Yeah.
It actually just is facts.
Yeah.
Rashford scoring again.
On fire.
What is it? 9 in 9 home games? 8 in 8.
He's on a record, isn't he? If he scores in one more consecutive game, it's United's like the record for scoring in United games.
Yeah.
Surely, I said he's got to be on 7 for all games. He must be.
I think it's 9 all comps, 8 in 8 home.
He needs to go for Vardy's record.
He could do.
Yeah.
Well, no, he can't do because we're going to keep a clean sheet against him, so it's not going to happen, is it?
I don't know. Vardy's record's quite high, isn't it? It was
12.
Like 12. Yeah, he's a while off that.
Yeah.
I thought when he went down injured, holding his like hip or groin.
Rashford.
Yeah, we all thought he done his hip flexor.
I was like, you never want to celebrate an injury, but I was like, if it puts him out of the Arsenal game, it's quite handy. But
what is it?
Well, I've got the exact number, but it says longest home goal streak since Rooney, scored 7 straight matches home and away, and in great. And those are the only statistics I've got. But I think he's near. He must be nearing Rooney's record then.
He's basically on fire.
I think he tied it against City. So I think
he's basically on fire.
We should really know those facts before we.
Do we think? Guardiola's post-match interview, do you think he's actually just like throwing toys out the pram, or do you think it's mind games?
He is hella rattled.
You know when he said he didn't care about winning the Premier League?
He said his quote was
he misspoke and he meant the FA Cup. I can't believe that he'd come out and say I don't care about winning the Premier League.
But he said the Carabao as well, right?
Yeah, I think he meant.
He said I don't care about winning the Premier League, the Carabao Cup. We cannot win. We won a lot, so it's not a problem.
I mean,
he's basically said been there, done that.
Yeah,
have a year off.
Maybe he's trying to take the pressure off.
I think it's mind games. It's mind games against his ex. Arteta.
Because the thing is, they've made a comeback before, right? They made that comeback against Liverpool from however many points behind they were. But I think this is completely different because then it was almost like every game was a free hit. They were so far off Liverpool, every game was a free hit, and people expected Liverpool to win. I think even now, people still expect City to make the comeback.
Yeah.
So it's like they can't afford to drop more points. There's more pressure on it if Arsenal go and win it. So I reckon he's trying to take the pressure off there, being like, we don't care.
Yeah. But the thing about City this year is that they do look just quite vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like they look like previously you go to City like they're going to beat everyone 5-0, whereas now it's like they can be beat.
Yeah,
they really can.
Well, Southampton beat them.
I think it's the defence.
It's the defence.
There's no consistency in the lineup of the defence either. It's like it's a different back four every week, but also they're not scoring. Like they had one shot on target in the last 2 games. That's shocking.
Yeah, I did see a lot of Man City fans being like, we deserve to win the derby, but they only had one shot on target in the full night.
Well, Luke Shaw pocketed Haaland.
He did.
Pretty much.
Do you know what? Luke Shaw's gone under the radar as not only being one of the best left backs this season, now he's started filling left
one of the best left centre backs as well.
Keeping Martinez out. And I bet even clocked that he was on the pitch in that game, which suggests that he had a very good game considering Haaland was on.
Yeah.